Segment 2, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. Avi Myers here. We do the show together with Sonny Hirsch. Check out our website, ntnm.org. All the shows are on YouTube. You'll find links on the site. We're real big on community policing. caps24.org. The community policing meetings in West Rogers Park occur on the second Thursday of the month. 2411 meets at 5 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, 2412. That's Devon to Pratt, Kedzie to Ridge. And at 7 o'clock, 2413, which is Peterson to Devon, Kedzie to Ridge. For the rest of the city, call 311. But CAPS 24 is a good place to check these things out. So we are going to continue with the conversation we had with Elliot Richardson on a different level with our next guest, who is the founder and head of the Jewish B2B. And I'll let him tell you all about it. Next, Shalom Klein. Shalom, how you doing?
Thank you, Avi. I'm doing well.
No, very good. And, I always like having you on the show because you're always networking and getting a lot of hits on YouTube for me.
I like being on the show.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And we like having you.
Good. Feelings mutual.
So, no, that's terrific. So, anyway, we've got the business event. Free. Coming up 2 weeks from today, if you're watching on Thursday, August 11th. But it's August 25th. And tell us about it.
Well, as Elliot mentioned previously, we are planning the business event. It's a free business and employment expo. We are expecting 2,500 business networkers, including 100 exhibitors, small businesses that will be setting up a table. I just met with somebody this morning setting up a flu shot table.
Wow.
We have all the typical businesses or all the typical industries that small businesses need: banking, insurance, legal, all the wonderful services, and it's really their strength in numbers. And when people are able to come together and share ideas, opportunities, as our slogan is, empowering and connecting small business, people will be able to come together in great numbers. We've got a tremendous program planned, breakout sessions throughout the day, a mentoring program for job seekers and startup businesses, and lots of great VIPs that will be there. But again, the strength is there in numbers. When people show up together, we're going to be able to accomplish a lot, and people will have the opportunity to meet a lot of wonderful people.
Now, that's cool. And by the way, you should see all the networking that goes on here between segments and interviewing and all that, because a lot of the people here are very good at networking. So you've got like 2,500 business networkers here. How do you figure a number like that? And is it something you're really going to reach, or what's the deal?
Absolutely. So we're doing it at the Holiday Inn in Skokie, so
right,
not
now,
too far away from here.
You were telling me in terms of registering. Now, people have to register, so... But you're actually getting close to that number already, and you're going to cap it?
It is growing. It is growing. People can register at thebusinessevent.com, and already the registrations are coming in. We are capped out.
I'm registered.
You're registered. You're one of 2,500. So the room is filling up. We only have space for 2,500 people. Our hope is actually to cap it. Actually, by the time you watch this show, hopefully we'll have been very close to reaching the registration limit, and we want to know in advance of the event who's going to be there so we could actually make it a beneficial event for everybody. If there's a job seeker, we want to connect them with the employers. If there's a small business, we should connect them with another small business owner. And so we are expecting 2,500 people. We're expecting to make this a very productive and effective program for everybody who attends.
It sounds great, and
including you.
Well, thank you. And listen. I thrive in these type of events. I just need a good product to sell. So, if somebody wants to give me like some free gold that I can sell to people, that'd be great. So, that'll
Get
work.
your flu shots. How about that?
I have to ask because you know what? I actually had one over the winter last year. So is this a new season? Does that conflict with the old flu shot?
I'm not sure. But
are they free flu shots?
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know. Well,
if they're not free and I can't have that flu shot because I already had one, can I get like a shot of bourbon or something? Or
perhaps for the we'll see what we can do to take care of you. Again, it's going to be productive and effective for everybody. I'll leave it at that.
No,
but we're doing it together with the Small Business Advocacy Council.
Leave your flasks at home,
guys. Absolutely, we're doing it together with the Small Business Advocacy Council.
Which is Elliot Richardson, who was a great guy, and he's built like a organization that had 0 members a year ago to something that's got 300. And he's got like about 2 events daily now where people network in small businesses.
It's truly tremendous. I'm a proud member of their organization, and Elliot has been a proud member and active member in what we've been doing, and it's a pleasure to collaborate. Both organizations focusing on a similar need, small businesses. As I've told you many times on the show, I've always been far more concerned about the underemployment than the unemployment. And when you say the word business, obviously a lot of job seekers come as well. And we're both focused on the same mission, same goal. He's very focused on the advocacy. They have a lobbyist down in Springfield working on issues that matter to small businesses, doing some tremendous work. And we're more focused a little bit on the networking, so it's great. It's a great partnership, and we're excited, again, for the greater good to have 2,500 people come together, a productive, effective program, the business events.
No, it's pretty cool. And by the way, Steve Bernass was originally going to be here today from the Better Business Bureau, who's going to be speaking at the event.
Yes.
And unfortunately, he's a little under the weather, so get well soon, Steve, and we'll try to get you on at a different point in time. But you've got a lot of different people coming to this event. Yes.
Primarily, it's going to be small business owners. There will be many larger companies represented. I know we have a large contingent of the leadership from AAA Insurance coming down from Michigan. It's kind of a regional thing. I know people for sure that are coming from St. Louis and Detroit.
Wow.
Where we've been doing some networking programs out there as well. And so got a lot of people coming from all over. Lots of different, a variety of different types of businesses, as I mentioned. Also recruiters, employers. Actually, jobs will be available at that event. And we are hoping to help deal with both the underemployment as well as the unemployment. We have Congresswoman Skokie will be speaking and available at the VIP reception afterwards. Congressman Bob Dole will be there. Just spoke to him this morning. We have the Lieutenant Governor. We have Steve Bernass, who's the president of the Better Business Bureau, and David Snyder, the publisher of Crane's Chicago Business. So representation of the business, not-for-profit, and government world.
That's an excellent representation. As a matter of fact, the Cranes guy is the name I was searching for that I forgot. And by the way, I did read about that. This is a free paper that you just started putting out over the last few months.
Right.
And it's Jewish business news, and actually it's nice, slick stuff in full color, which is more affordable due to printing techniques these days. I know, because that's how I print my stuff too.
That's right.
But
That's right.
In any event, no, it's got a lot of interesting articles, and it talks specifically about the kind of things you need to do to network, and there's a lot of talk, and especially about people. A lot of people don't get, but you know what? People want to work. They need jobs. Underemployment is a good way to put it. Unemployment, this all is a problem. And even when you see things like the unemployment index, that doesn't include people who didn't find anything for 6 months, or somebody who's just working at a part-time level. I mean, there's a lot of people off the radar that way. And you know what? When I think about some of the government numbers, for instance, the cost of living does not indicate an increase in the cost of food.
Right.
The food is not in the cost of living index. And of course, any of you know anything about food prices these days, some of the prices are going absolutely through the roof. It's unbelievable.
There's no question that people are struggling, and we need to do whatever we can. We need to band together. There's a lot of great organizations that are out there, all trying to address, I think, a similar need, different focus perhaps. But I think when we all come together, I was with, I know the OU the Orthodox Union has started a large jobs program. I'm working closely with them. Lots of phenomenal organizations around town, and I've been trying to bridge the gap, trying to connect the organizations. The ARC is helping with homeless and other issues. JVS. Let's connect all these organizations.
Yeah, we had
and
Linda Wolf on, as a matter of fact, and it was kind of an eye-opener for me to hear some of the stuff you got to do on a resume these days.
You have to make sure you have a good resume. You have to make sure that you're staying ahead of the curve, because there's a lot of competition out there for jobs. I know Linda mentioned to you about different email addresses, people that have an AOL address, and that's so important that you stay, that you look good, that you show up on time, your resume looks good, that your personality really shines. And
and dump the AOL and go to Gmail, Bob. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
It's a buddy of mine.
There you go. So we will be putting together all these workshops. All these topics will be addressed at the business event on August 25th. And so really we're hoping that we'll have a large showing from the community. I think a lot of different organizations, a lot of people will be represented over there. So it's the place to meet people, place to network.
I don't think there's any question about it. And it's kind of funny because, people, even last summer when you guys were first starting out, somebody came up to me and said, I met this person who's interested in journalism, would you meet with them and talk to them? So as a matter of fact, I did meet with her. He had coffee. We talked about business in general. And I can't say it's attributable to me at all because I didn't have any other contact. I think we're friends on LinkedIn, but or contacts, because the friends is Facebook, and you can Facebook
followers
me,
on Twitter.
LinkedIn me. Well, actually, you can follow me on Twitter if I ever twit. But that's another story. And anyway, she wound up getting a job doing she's working for CLTV, and she's like, doing stuff on, with the videos things. And, I've seen some of her stuff. She's very good at what she does.
At the time of this recording, I've had met with 557 job seekers over the past year, over the past 12 months myself. I know of at least 78 people that are now employed. That's not taking into account the millions of dollars of business that's being transacted simply because we played Connect the Dots. So it's very, very exciting. We actually just celebrated our first birthday. We did our first event in June, so it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm looking forward over the next year to plan another business event. We'll make this into an annual, perhaps more frequent, but to bring people together to address the needs of the community.
And this is free. This is a free event.
Completely free. No excuse to not be there.
Right, and it's from 1 to 7, August 25th, 2011. Holiday Inn Skokie is right before Carpenter if you're coming from the east. And it's just past the expressway, so it's really easy to get to. And
we have parking over at the Skokie Police Department, at the Village Crossing Shopping Center, and of course over at the hotel. So really it should be great. The hotel's been extremely accommodating, and I just want to give them a plug. They've been great in helping make this happen, and they've lots of organizations and businesses have come together because they realize the needs. So come there, see it for yourself. August 25th, Holiday Inn in Skokie, and they can register, of course, at thebusinessevent.com. Sonny, are you registered? No.
Registered offender, maybe? Felon?
Oh, man.
But Sonny is the chairman of the District Advisory Committee for the 24th District and is wearing his one of his many police shirts and hats while we're talking. So he's not a registered. Matter of fact, he makes sure people know about things like that on his website, kfs24.org. You know what? But besides, this event's a big deal, and people can find out all about your regular thing. But you have regular meetings too.
Absolutely. Actually, as we record, I'm getting ready for our event tomorrow. This week is a good example. On Monday, we started our first ever business referral group. We had 15 people that met over at EJ's Pizza in Skokie. Different business industries were represented. People were sharing referrals and leads with each other. I know of at least 12 business deals that were conducted thanks to that little lunch that we did together. We did a webinar for job seekers on Tuesday. We had 200 people that joined that. It was called One Secret to Winning the Job Interview. And now we're getting ready for an event at the Standard Club tomorrow evening where we have about 150 people registered. So lots of events, lots of programs going on right here in Chicago. You can check out all of our events at jewishb2b.org. We also have things going on in Detroit and St. Louis. So really no excuse for somebody not to participate. We've got free events. We've got some really exciting programs going on.
No, it's very cool stuff. And don't forget, too, there's also the free publication, the Jewish Business News Chicago. Are you doing one in Detroit and St. Louis too, or
no? Jewish Business News. It's pretty applicable for everywhere. We have a business ethics column, which is something that when you take your MBA, you have to learn business ethics. So it's something very important, applicable to everybody. I would just want to mention our programs are open to absolutely everybody, whether you're looking for a job, whether you own a business, whether you're Jewish, whether you're not Jewish. It's based on Jewish values, and it's important that everybody comes together and shares ideas and opportunities with each other. Jewish Business News is distributed all over, and lots of information, featured networkers, featured businesses, and topics of interest to everybody.
That sounds good. So at this point, I want to thank you very much, Shalom Klein, Jewish B2B. Thank you for joining us. And everybody, please show up August 25th, rather, from 1 to 7 at the Holiday Inn Skokie. I want to thank my entire technical crew, Sonny Hirsch. I want to thank all of you for watching. And see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.